in Alabang Hills Village. So, invest with us. Invest. Mali. Sira yung order. Teka. Mental block ako.
Isa pa.
Wait. Yung sinabi ko after nung... Today, I will be showing you a unique and beautifully modern house here in Alabang Hills Village. But first, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and click on the bell so you get notified for whenever we release new YouTube videos. Of course, we're on Facebook, so make sure you hit like and see first, and follow us on Instagram at Presello_official. My name is Julia, and welcome to another Presello open house tour. So, right off the bat, you can see that there is no gate. So I mentioned in one of the earlier videos that there are very few places or villages here in the Philippines that can afford you to build a home without a gate, and this is one of them. So from the street, you can see the beautiful house in all of its facade glory. And it's very easy to appreciate such a house like this. Also, in this entire street, the houses are all very unique from different decades. Like, I'm not going to show you anymore, but the one in front is actually very mid-century, and it comes in beautiful contrast with this more contemporary modern home. So upon entering, you see these very angular structures, and one example is this one. And if you can see, the doorbell is actually here, and I find that very, very adorable. So it's like, where's the doorbell? It's right there. And then you go up these steps that almost feel like a solid puzzle. And then you reach your main entrance. Can I just say, this is one gorgeous door, right? Do you not agree? I mean, just look at this lovely open area that's welcoming you right from the entrance, right? So you've got this really nice high ceiling. And again, actually from this spot, I can see the entire floor basically. So you've got your living area, your dining area, and your kitchen. And also from here, clearly you can see the main staircase, which has this really, really nice apple green accent to it. So it adds a pop of color in this otherwise very, ultra-modern home, which is a really nice touch. And speaking of texture or details, if you can see in the camera, there's also this tiled wall. So this is a really nice accent as well. Neutral, just to keep everything in the house consistent and clean looking, but again, you've got pops of color here and there. Okay, so going to the kitchen area, you're gonna see lots more texture, and wow, it all works together. By the way, it would be really helpful if you would share our videos on your social media platform or to your friends, because we really want to help out those who want to look for houses like this and those who want to look for great or better deals. So just make sure you contact us, share these videos, and who knows, maybe one of these days you or your friends could be living in a home that you see here on our channel, right? That would be pretty cool, right? Okay. So going back to the kitchen, as you can see, lots of texture. You've got this marble countertop along with tawag dito? Mental block ako. Induction, thank you very much. Induction stove and range. You also have here the built-in ovens and whatnot. Lots of storage. And also, take note, this is frosted glass. Das mixture kasi siya eh. Kasi ito naman, white laminates, brown laminates. So they didn't stick to boring. Alam mo yun? At first, it looks like, okay, it's one cohesive kitchen with, monochromatic schemes. But upon closer inspection, yun nga, the materials are all different and carefully thought of. And that's what makes this particular kitchen really, really aesthetic and functional. Ganda ng layout to, di ba? Nasa tamang siya, standard sizes. And here is your dining area. So you also have here bits of storage and places where you can put your memorabilia, your knickknacks, and whatnot. And you also have here a nice toilet and bath. So actually, it's up to you. Granted na ang laki ng space, you could have your dining set or your dining table over to that area along with your living area. And you could turn this one into a family room instead. So it's really up to you how you want to configure the place. But yeah, right. So you have those options. And also, before we go to different areas of the house, I want to show you this. So on the other side, it was an accent wall, right? So here, it may look like an accent wall, but this is actually storage. So when you open these up, you've got drawers, and up here you've got shelves. So it's really, really nice storage that's discreet. Also, there's soft closing. It's super satisfying to just close these drawers or these cabinets and not have to worry about damaging them. Okay, so before we head up here, I want to show you what's down here. Now, this is really convenient because it leads out onto the 4-car port. So may dumating na truck, kanina wala yan dyan when we started the video. So yun nga, we have a 4-car port, and then over here by the corner, we have the driver's lounge. Now, John and I can't go up at the same time, so John, mauna ka na. So up there, okay, good luck. Okay, so nauna na si John, and now here we are. So as you can see, it's a really nice space for your driver's lounge, and you also have an ensuite toilet and bath. Ensuite, correction. These windows are actually very big. So no breeze. That's the thing with living here in Alabang. So the air feels much cleaner. And take note, ano pa to around the making of this particular video, kakasabog lang ng taal. So supposedly may ashfall. Hindi siya masyado ramdam actually. Meron, but it wasn't affected as much. And still the air is very fresh. Galing no, nauna na si John dito sa baba. And also please excuse the bits of clutter or yung mga walis kasi nga, as I mentioned, the ashfall and so on. They're already cleaning up the place and it already looks pretty immaculate. Okay, so dito naman may side access. So from here, you have your dirty kitchen. Very convenient because this door leads into the kitchen that you saw earlier. And yung mga breaker nandito, so very easy for maintenance. Actually, lahat nandito sa side eh. Ang ganda ng design. Nagulat ako. Ang ganda ng design or ng layout ng bahay. So over here by the side, you have access to the middle portion of the lot, which is a courtyard-like garden. But, mamaya ko na ipapakita. For now, dito muna tayo sa gilid, just to keep things streamlined and so you can really visualize what this house looks like from the video. Okay, again, there are construction materials kasi kakatapos pa lang. Also inside, but this one is the maid's quarters. So very convenient, right? Pagpasok mo sa side entrance, you have your dirty kitchen, you have access to the kitchen. So paglakad mo lang further into the lot, you have your maid's quarters. And then from here, sige, pakita na natin. You have this pebbled area, and you have your water tanks, etc. Mga booster nyo if ever you want to install those. And a little shower area. Now this one is specifically for the pool area. Of course, you wanna not lather, pero gusto mo munang ibasa yung sarili mo before you jump into the pool, right? And then clean yourself right after, just to get rid yourself of the chlorine and whatnot. Okay. So from here, you have a gorgeous view of the pool. So it's not a lap pool per se, but it is a nice rectangular shape where you can do short laps for exercise. So I am told that this is actually 5 feet deep. So, you know, that's pretty deep. I'm 5'4", and that pretty much means the water level is up to my forehead or something. It's not enough for me to just you know, ahon. So yeah, so this is really nice. And it also connects into the courtyard that I was telling you earlier. Well, semi-courtyard because it's not completely enclosed by the building, right? So just look at this architecture from down here. All right, so I mentioned that there were 3 things that I liked in particular about this house, right? Well, let's get to the first one that I particularly like. Actually, from the courtyard, you have several entrances to the house, but let's take this one. Ito yung tipong kung sobrang linis ng glass, you could actually bump into it. So, you know, if you have a house like this, make sure you really clean the glass. Okay, there's a sign here that says, please remove your shoes before going upstairs. So the owner really wanted to, you know, keep the place clean. Okay, so this house was actually built specifically for the owners. Like they had specific things that they wanted and they built this for themselves. Fortunately, unfortunately, it's more fortunately for you guys, they are selling this house because they realized that it was actually too big for what they wanted. So everything else, like the layout, it was perfect for them, but it just was too big. Because when you're trying to downsize, right, sometimes a big house is, you know, not what you need. But this is exactly what other people need, so that's why we're showing you this video, so you know that this kind of house is actually in the market. Okay, so on the mezzanine level, and number 1 of the unique things about this house is the fact that it has this office. So yeah, okay, it's a regular office, right? It's got an ensuite toilet and bath. So, you know, it's a really quaint toilet and bath. Lovely office. But then you've got these double doors that lead out into a veranda sans the harang. That's very konyo, I'm so sorry. But it is what it is. So you can actually go out here and stare into your neighborhood, pero wala siyang harang. So clearly this house was not meant for this area was not meant for little kids to go into. But then, you know, if you wanted to, you could also install handrails or rails in general to make it safer. But as it is now, I think it's lovely. But that's because I'm an adult. And what's unique about this office, ay, nakita ba? It's actually high ceiling because it has a second floor. So it's a multi-level or split-level kind of office. And the first thing you see are these really nice switches na hindi naman kita yung ilaw because it's daytime. But yeah, you've got lots of space over here for your office needs. Or even personal needs, like, for example, maybe a gaming lounge or a private theater, maybe. It's up to you, really, but it's more of an office. And you have all of these windows. Look at how interesting this is. It follows the shape of the house. And you have a gorgeous view of your neighborhood, which, by the way, I don't know kung kita sa video, puro puno. And that's what's really nice about this village. Safe na nga, you can afford to not have a gate, it's puro puno pa. What more could you ask for? Okay, let's check out the other parts of the house. The office, by the way, has engineered wood for the floors, but the main staircase, as well as other, like the handrails and whatnot, are hardwood. So it's a really nice touch and tastefully done. All right, so bedroom number 1. So again, you've got lots of space. You have 2 windows in here, which presumably you would put your bed here in the middle, especially since the outlets are on either side. You don't really want to put your bed on, like, in front of the switches, right? And then you have your ensuite toilet and bath. Now, the layout here is very practical. So you've got your sink, your shower in the corner, and your throne. Now, you also have here very discreet storage. So your wardrobe that goes way into the corner, and then your mirror is also storage. Yan. Pati rin sa kabilang side ng door actually, pero hindi na siya mirror. Yan, kita niyo lahat ng nasa reflection. Oops. All right. So this is for bedroom number 1, and across the second floor landing, which by the way you can also turn into a family room, especially since you also have these provisions, or your outlets provided. So you can turn this into a study or a family room. So across that, you have bedroom number 2. Now this room, at least in this time of day, is much brighter thanks to the double doors that lead out into its own balcony. And it also overlooks the gorgeous pool you have downstairs. Of course, it wouldn't be a complete room in this kind of house if you didn't have an ensuite toilet and bath. Now, take note of how these rooms or these bathrooms look similar, but they're not exactly the same. Like little details such as the floor and whatnot are different, and they are unique for each room / toilet and bath. Okay, and finally, for this house, you have the master bedroom. So the floor here, it's different. It's a really nice and almost pearlized wood. You have lots of space. You have space for entertainment. You've got lots of storage space in your vanity. Now this is where you would put your queen or king sized bed. Again, you have the layout, the outlets on either side. And you've got this gorgeous corner window that looks out again into your swimming pool and onto the rest of the house, which I will show you later. So you have here a door that leads out into a balcony, but again, I'll show you later because it's number 2 of the 3 things that I really like about this house. And over here, we've got your ensuite toilet and bath. So you've got lots of storage. You've got mirror again, more storage, your bathtub, your his and her sinks, and your throne. Of course, your semi-enclosed shower area. Okay. Now this concludes the first part of this house. Because yes, this area, or the 3 bedrooms that you saw along with the ground floor, is just the first part. And now we're gonna go across the courtyard-like garden to see what's on the other side of this lot. Okay, so let me just put on my shoes and okay, we're good to go to the other part. Okay, so going back outside, so you can just imagine that you can have parties and gatherings here, especially out at night, where the garden will be lit and the pool will look sparkling with all of the garden lights over there in the corner, if you can see. And a gathering area wouldn't be much of a gathering area if you didn't have accessible toilet and baths, right? Although this one in particular, I was gonna say it was a powder room, but it's not. It's actually a complete toilet and bath. So that's really, really convenient. And again, look at that accent tile. But they really took the time to pick these unique accents for their home. So it's not just all clean lines. As a whole, it's interesting angles, unique textures, and an overall unique architecture, which I will get to in a moment. Okay, so from here, please, John, show the audience what we are looking at. So from here, it looks like a different house. Well, not a different house, but a separate house. So actually, this whole section is the in-law suite. So as the name suggests, it's meant for the in-laws. So for example, you have a son who marries off and they decide to live here with you, and your daughter-in-law, of course, lives here as well. So this could be their own area. So it's like a separate house almost, but it's still in your own lot. But of course, if you don't have that scenario, it could also be for guests who are staying over, especially relatives coming from abroad, or even, you could even turn it into an entertainment room. So if you don't really have like guests or in-laws staying over, just turn it into whatever you want. And again, an entertainment room, and a pretty awesome one at that. So look at all of this open space. You've got provision for your entertainment area. You've got this gorgeous view of the swimming pool and a bar with a very industrial theme to it. As you can tell, everything is very industrial. You've got bare cement. It's actually very finished and very polished. So you got cement, you've got red bricks, you've got wood, you've got steel and glass. Industrial as it gets. So you also have here your counter space, your induction range, and of course, storage and an ensuite toilet and bath with more concrete and unique tiles. Lovely. I mean, personally, gusto ko yung ganyan. Oh, correction, this is a powder room. Hindi nga naman siya toilet and bath. So very accessible for your guests staying on this level, right? And look at this staircase. Well, stairs. Okay, sabay ba tayo? Okay. And upon reaching the second floor landing, you have here some storage. So you got shelves to store your knickknacks, your books, what have you. And then you've got the door to bedroom number 1. So over here, you got lots of space. You have one window on this side, but then you have a double door sliding door on the other, so it lets in a lot of light. And of course, it's actually the master bedroom. You have your ensuite toilet and bath. So you've got lots of wardrobe, your throne, your corner shower enclosure with, again, those lovely tiles. These are actually machuca tiles, or modern versions of machuca tiles. So if you want, you can look that up on Google and then comment down below if you've actually researched them. And of course, your sink. Hinintay talaga kita, no? And over here, you've got bedroom number 2. So again, lots of space. You've got provision for your entertainment area. And you know what? I'm not even sure which is the master bedroom between the two, because even this one has such a huge toilet and bath, ensuite toilet and bath. What do you guys think? I mean, I'm asking so many questions because there's so many interesting things about this house. Ano sa tingin niyo mas master bedroom dito sa in-law suite? This one or the other room? Because both of them have really sizable toilet and baths and sizable rooms. Okay. But what's unique, very unique, about this in-law suite, which by the way is number 2 of the things that I really like about this house, the fact that it has an in-law suite or guest house, is the fact that when you go out into the balcony, you can actually go to the main house. This is the master bedroom that I showed you earlier from the main house. You actually have access, so it's very easy. You have your own separate space, but then you still have access here, and it's super convenient. So if you're a very tight-knit family, this is one of the things that you are not gonna find as commonly anywhere. And why was this built? Precisely because, again, the owners wanted this for themselves, and it was something that they specifically wanted. And I know a lot of families also want the same thing. They just have not voiced it out to their architect or whatever. This house is already available, and you need to see it for yourself. And finally, number 3 of what I like about this place is the fact that this house is actually C-shaped. As in, the whole architecture is shaped like the letter C, which is precisely what the owners wanted, and is, I am very sure, how you would like it as well when you see this for yourself. It's very practical, it's gorgeous, it's got lots of unexpected angles that make it look so aesthetic and also practical at the same time. You've got 750 square meters of floor area. 750, and that is on a 608 square meter lot area. So you can just imagine so much space, but they decided to stick to a 5-bedroom. Take note, you've got 3 bedrooms on the main house and then 2 bedrooms on the in-law suite, right? You've got, how many bathrooms do we have? Supposedly we've got 5 on paper, but then we've got powder rooms and whatnot, and then ensuite toilet and baths for the separate drivers and maids' quarters. And then you also have some for the swimming pool, actually, sa gilid. So all in all, we've got about 8 toilet and baths and 1 powder room. And yeah, you've got this semi-courtyard garden, which looks great during the day and probably even better during at night. And you've got a 4-car port over by the side. And then the number 1 thing, I'm just gonna repeat it, the number 1 thing that I liked about this place is the fact that it has the unique office, a split level or multi-level office Number 2, you've got this in-law suite again. And number 3, the fact that the in-law suite is connected to the main house in this gorgeous C-shaped architecture. So if you want to see this house for yourself, and you really should, again, this is in Alabang Hills Village. Make sure you send us a message or go to our website at www.presello.com. Invest in your future. Invest with us. Invest with Presello. Hey guys, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, make sure you click here. And if you want to see more house tour videos, click right here. And we also have this new thing called Working Lunch with Presello, where I and a few random people talk about a few random things related to real estate. So if you want to join in on the conversation, make sure you click right here.